what they're doing to accomplish those goals. Good morning and thanks for being here, Sarah.
Good morning, thanks for having me.
Now, GABR has been going on for many, many years, and you guys did a survey and did some research and gathered some information last October, and you made some changes along the way. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing to include more people.
Yeah, so the mission of the Great American Bike Race is changing this year. It's expanding to help all of the kids that we serve at Sanford Children's here in our Bismarck region, which is really all of central and western North Dakota and even spans into eastern Montana and northern South Dakota. We have thousands of kids who come to us every single year. And right now, the way GABR used to be, the mission, we were only helping about 1% of those kids. And now we've got a chance to help the other 99%.
Okay. You guys do phenomenal work with that, and did I read somewhere it was like $268,000 that were, I want to make this right, $268,000 donor gift were put to use. This was just in 2022 by itself.
Yep, so I'll clarify it maybe a little bit.
Okay.
So over the years, GABR has raised a lot of money, over $5 million.
$5 million.
And in that 27 years, $4.5 million of it has been put right back to use to help the kids that we served. And so we still have some of those dollars left from past GABR events that we'll make sure goes to support the intent in which they were raised. Those traditional GABR families to help with expensive things like specialized equipment, vehicles, and home modifications. But now as we've turned the chapter into fundraising efforts for 2023, we're going to raise money that helps support all of Sanford Children's. And so it's direct patient assistance for sure for those patients who come to see us. It's also the creation of a GABR Legacy Fund. Through some conversations that we had after we decided to make the change, we knew that there was still a gap for some of the families that we had traditionally served through the Great American Bike Race. And there's not always a second option for them.
Right.
And because we have great relationships with our families, the decision to change wasn't taken lightly, and we certainly knew that we still needed to help kind of fund this gap for those families with cerebral palsy. So we'll institute the GABR Legacy Fund, and then we'll also help support the growth of programs and services and other needs that we have at Sanford Children's.
Okay, and of the money that's raised, if I'm not mistaken, 100% stays right here to help those children.
Yeah, it's one thing we're really proud about being at the Sanford Health Foundation is that 100% of our donor dollars never go to buy a t-shirt, fix a spin bike, pay somebody's salary. It's all to support the growth of programs and services like our Child Life program, and also for the direct patient assistance.
You know, and I've been fortunate enough to be directly involved with some Child Life Services things, and it's just amazing the work that that department does. GABR is coming up on May 6th, and you are already taking registrations. You want people to get involved early on, even though it's still a couple of months away.
Yeah, registration actually opens today, so the link is live. It's gabr.sanfordhealth.org. So if you're interested, get registered today, grab a spot, reserve your bike. We hope that teams will fill up fast. I think by expanding the mission, we'll be able to make the race bigger and better than it's ever been. You know, the pandemic didn't do us any favors in terms of fundraising events, and so we're excited to have the opportunity to grow that event back to 100 or 110 teams filling up the event center.
Yeah, it's at the event center.
Yeah, it's going to be a loud and crazy day.
It's good. It is. I've been there, and it does get you get caught up in it. It is such an amazing event, and to see, you talked about teams. This isn't one individual out there just by themselves. It's a group. You form a team and you get out there and you work together, and talk about the support that each individual is getting while they're doing their turn to ride on the bike. It's just an amazing event to watch.
It's pretty mind-blowing. I didn't really know what I was expecting 10 years ago when I got started with GABR. It kind of caught me by surprise, but it sure is infectious. And we're just excited to have even more families join us. We've got some great corporate sponsors and some great support from our friends at Brevera Bank, are back on board with us, and many others. And so we've got lots of families who ride for kids. And this year, being able to help hundreds and thousands of kids, we just hope to grow and be there for those families that we serve.
How far, Sarah, does it reach in the sense of how far out do you reach to help kids? Is it just a North Dakota thing, or what's the expansion?
Yeah, so our Bismarck Sanford Health region is basically Jamestown and everything west to the border. Gotta get my directions correct, right?
West of Jamestown.
North and south to the borders in between. But we'd certainly have patients who come to us from eastern Montana and northern South Dakota as well.
Okay. And I asked Sarah just before we came on, I said, what's your busy time? She said, we're always busy. But this is a time where you're gathering teams and getting everything going so that in May it's ready to roll.
Yeah, we want this race to be as big and as successful in terms of fundraising dollars that it has ever been. Before the pandemic, we were raising north of $400,000.
Right.
Last year, we started to kind of climb back. We got to about 325.
Okay.
And so with every penny coming in and going right back out in the next year, it's pretty critical that my team is successful and that the community is so generous and supports our efforts.
Sarah, you said that registration opens today. We saw it a bit ago. Where do people go? They want to get your teams organized, get ready to roll, and tell us where we can sign up.
Yeah, you can register today. It's SanfordHealthFoundation.org is our website, but if you want to find GABR directly, you can go to GABR, GABR.SanfordHealth.org, and the contact information is up on the screen. So give us a call and connect with us on social media. We'll answer any questions and help you out along the way.
It is May 6th. It is at the Bismarck Event Center. Let's make this the biggest one yet.
I can't wait.
All right, Sarah Haugen, thank you so much. Appreciate it, and good luck with it.
Thanks, Wayne.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to see if there's any snow in our forecast. We'll do that when we come back.